Let's see if I can start streaming, see how it goes. And see how it looks like on here. So let's see how many people we could get on here. I want to wish
So let's see how many
everybody.
people we could get on here.
I want to wish
So let's see how many
everybody.
people we could get on.
I wanted to wish everybody a happy Resurrection Sunday. But let's see if I have it public or not. And if you're on here, let's see how many people we could get on here, girl. There's maybe one. Let's see. If you're here, can you please that you're here? Hi Deb, how are you? Happy Sunday. Happy Easter Resurrection Sunday. Hello, how are you? Oh, you're working. I'm finally have the family went home. I get some time to just chill out. And I wanted to come up here because I wanted to do a live. And just see how you guys are. It's been a while since I posted. I posted a video last night. It was kind of late. And my puppies are good. I wanted to come up here because someone made a very rude, nasty comment on the last video that I did. And I thought, anyway, I thought maybe I should address it. Maybe I shouldn't. I removed the comment because I thought it was so rude. But I guess what the comment was saying is that the dogs are because the dogs were licking up on me, right? And that's disgusting and gross. And she also made a comment like it's disgusting having the dog so close to my client's quilts. So I kind of wanted to address it in a way like my client's quilts are nowhere near the dogs unless it's my quilt. Anyway. But I wanted to come up here and say hello, wish you a happy Easter, and just I guess move on. I feel people are they just don't have manners. I was also watching TikTok the other day because I have a TikTok channel now, and I want to be able to do lives there. Well, I thought it was mean-hearted because it's a glimpse in my life. And also, too, I wanted to share this for those of you who watch YouTube. A lot of the content creators are leaving YouTube and they're going to TikTok because there's less. I'm sure there's still a lot of drama there. There's still a lot going on there, just like YouTube. But they're moving on to TikTok because their analytics makes them grow. You grow followers quicker. And so it's a lot easier to grow a following over there and then bring them to YouTube. And it's really difficult to grow a following on YouTube. And I just kind of wanted to people don't understand how hard it is to sit for several hours and edit a video. And I take several hours editing videos so that when you guys watch, you get to enjoy it. And it's not a drawn out, oh my God, when is she getting to the point kind of video. But the truth is I just removed the comment. But where I got kind of hurt a little bit is almost like she's kind of saying that I don't take care of my clients' quilts because of my dogs being around that. And I thought that's kind of trying to say that I don't handle my business well. And that's not true. I love my clients. I honor their quilts. I love their quilts so much because I, as a person who makes quilts, knows how much work they are and how much time they take. And I regard what I do very deeply. I really love what I do. And I love the people I do it for. And I just kind of I guess that kind of took me back that she brought the business aspect into it. If she doesn't like dogs licking their face, I don't either. I don't like my puppies licking my face either. But they're puppies and they're young and they're learning. And honestly, I'm going to just say this. They've brought me so much joy. They've brought me so much love. As a matter of fact, I have like 3 of them on, like, I'm sitting on a bed because I didn't want to sit on the table and I didn't want to go in the back. I just love my dogs. You should see how they celebrate me. I guess I'm a person that needs a lot of celebrating. But these little dogs just are playful, energetic. They've made my lady, here, I'm going to bring you down so you can see. Can I bring you down? They've made my Lily lose weight. I don't know if you can see her right here. They've made her lose weight. She gets to go out more. And she, like, I see her, even though she's completely blind, she's gained a lot of weight. And she's been like my family. I got her on one of the hardest seasons of my life. And I think just having her, like, no, Lily, the little blind one, and seeing her getting overweight and kind of going blind, and having Cookie, like, she's my buddy when I work, because to be honest, long arm quilting is a very lonely job. You're by yourself all the time and you're hearing a machine running constantly. And so I kind of just these 2 little dogs have brought a new life, and I got them because I thought I was going to lose Lily because she was not walking very well and she was struggling, and I thought that after a while I may have to put her to sleep. So my husband told me, you need to get another dog so that Cookie can adjust better. But I ended up getting another dog for Roxy, and it's just been a joy. So when someone's kind of like saying that I'm gross and my dogs are gross, I kind of just was like, on Resurrection Sunday, like, that's what you have to comment on the comment page. Like, you don't have no, like, you wouldn't say that to a human being, or you wouldn't have those balls. But I just feel like, love your content creators, be good to them. It's a lot of work to make content for YouTube, and also the return is very small. Some of you think that, like, we're making millions and millions of dollars on YouTube and that we're getting paid well. And in the and I'm going to just share, like, in the 14 years since, because I started in the 10 years I've done YouTube, I have made $25,000, maybe close to that. But I want you to divide it by 10 years. Yes, I've made money off of YouTube, but, like, it's not like $25,000 off of YouTube in 10 years is $2,500 a year. And there's some years where I made more and some years where I've made a whole lot, nothing. And so I just want you to, like, I guess I wanted to come up here and say, like, appreciate your content creators that love you enough. Because the reason I don't want to post sometimes, and I don't sometimes for like a long period of time, because the amount of work that it takes to post a video, I could quilt several clients for my quilts and make more money. And I just kind of wanted to share that, like, that was just such a, that comment was such a, as a matter of fact, the comment even said, I had to kick off because it grossed me out. Like, I stopped watching your video. And I just wanted to share, like, that is just so rude. Second of all, whatever you felt about it, you could have just not watched. And on the other end, like, you don't know that I stayed up till, I started editing at 3, finished at 10 or 9, posted it at 10. And I spent all this time to do this because a lot of you are so sweet, and I love you guys. You're like, where are you? I miss you. I haven't heard from you. I heard you're okay. And those are the things that motivate you to post and sit down and edit, because I've had a lot of footage. But to have someone make that kind of comment just was like, what the hell am I doing this for? When I already have a clientele base, I already make money and other revenues. This is not the end all. This is not where I make my living. And I just want you guys to, like, love the people that are willing to make content for y'all. and that you love. And because the return on YouTube, I'm going to tell you where the return is. I've had some of my best clients come from YouTube, and they love me. There's a woman who found me on YouTube. Her name is Ingrid Hunt. She has brought me so many quilts and encouraged me to custom quilt, and I love her. And I found her from YouTube. Another client, her name was Rebecca Mitchell, I believe. She was from Portland, Oregon. One year when I was paying off the laser, she was sending me quilts constantly. I want you to know that YouTube is not where I make my income. And I'm doing this almost like out of love, but not out of income. Like, oh, I need to post videos so I can make my money. I'm posting videos so that I could encourage other long armors, other content creators, other makers or stay-at-home moms who want to have a business and they want to be home with their kids and they don't want to be out there in the work field and leave their kids with strangers, that there's ways that you could create a career and still be the mother and have an income and support your family to make extra money for your family. I guess that's what I wanted to say. Kind of like, just love your content creators and be good to them. And I never leave ugly comments anywhere because I don't think it's merited or it's necessary. I think that it needs whatever I have an opinion about, whether I agree. For an example, I saw on TikTok, what is it? They're antichrist. They had an antichrist commentary, or even, what is it? Anyway, they were, and I just, like, my heart hurt for it, but I wasn't there, like, ready to fight with an antichrist and go crazy because I'm a Christian. Like, I just got quiet, and they have an opinion. They have their own way of thinking, and I had my own at one time, and I didn't want to follow Christ at all either. And I just don't think opinions, I don't think I needed to be there being a tyrant on their content because I don't agree with them. And so, I don't know, I just want to just come up here and just tell you that I love you. I thank you. Some of you are like wonderful. Like some of you, my husband, this is my best, like, I'm going to get the puppies are all over the computer. I may have to move it. No. One of the things that made me real happy this morning is I posted the video at 10 o'clock at night. And my husband wakes up earlier than I did because I stayed up making more content. So hopefully in a couple days, I'm going to post another video and post other videos up here. And so I stayed up till honestly 3 o'clock editing 3 videos. I may have to move you. Hold on. So if you see me moving, I apologize. And hold on. Let me read your comments. I'm all like in your face. Amazing. So what was kind of neat is I woke up this morning. I'm reading your comments. I woke up this morning and I was like, my husband goes, man, I woke up this morning. He wakes up like at 5 in the morning or 6. But I think today he woke up at 7. He goes, I woke up this morning and I saw, because he follows me. He subscribed. He subscribed. And he goes, I woke up this morning and I saw you posted one of the videos, because on the other end, he saw me pretty much ignoring him most of the day because, stop fighting. Oh my God, hold on. Let me get the dogs away from you. Stop. Hold on, okay. Let me get something. The battery came off. No. Not yet. Are you still there? I'm going to have to plug my battery. Anyway, he said he woke up this morning and he saw my videos. And I want you to know that this man does not go upstairs when I'm working. He pretty much doesn't know what kind of... Yes, we're married and we've been together for a lot of years. But he's not somebody that knows how I work. Does that make sense? And so he turns around, he goes, I saw that you made a, oh my God, there's like, he goes, I saw that you made a video, and he goes, it made me laugh. He goes, you just made me laugh. It was so funny. Let me see if I could get this light. Hold on. And I thought that was so neat. He just saw my own videos. Thank you for letting me be real. There's a whole bunch of fake people out there. Hold on. I'm going to do something real quick. I have to move something. Give me a minute. Sorry. I don't want the light glaring on you, and then I think Cookie's probably going to come on top of me in a minute. So sorry. No, and I want you to be, I want you to know that I stopped doing a partnership with Eon Lasers, even though I love that laser company. I love the lasers that I bought from them. It's not the laser company. It's not the laser that I have an issue with. I found that they wanted me to post content, laser content here. And out of like love and respect for y'all, I refused. Because this is not a laser channel. And because I'm not for sale. And so, oh, no, you need to not be mean to me. Stop. Terrorist. Sorry. Yeah, that's, oh, Roxy. You're just mean. Anyway, she makes me laugh. It's not funny, but it's funny. And so I stopped doing, I'm not a partner with them no more, but I still love their lasers. If you're going to buy a laser, I recommend them. I found that the group, there's wonderful people there. My sales rep was wonderful, or is wonderful. I just felt that they wanted a lot from me. They wanted me to post videos on the laser, and on the laser channel, I'm willing, I'm invested. On the laser channel, I want to do my own thing there and create content there, but I don't want to be controlled in any way. And I don't want to, me as I'm being muppeted, right? Then I'm trying to manipulate you, my viewers. That's why, like, I'll do my favorites. And right now I have an affiliation with Amazon, and I wrote the links on the bottom on my information. But the truth is, it's products I really like, products I bought myself, products that I use constantly. And if you're interested, it's there for you. But if you don't, I'm not constantly promoting Amazon links to y'all, because we need to spend our money on what's important to us. And so I just kind of wanted to like kind of do a little catch up with y'all, because I haven't been posting because I've been in an odd funk. I think I've been kind of feeling lost this year, and I'm trying to find my footing. And one of the things that's been giving me a lot of joy is my puppies, and that's why I'm sharing them with you. But some of you are wonderful. Some of you are like, we love your content. You're doing great. Thank you for sharing. You guys love my dogs. And I'm sharing my life and giving you glimpses of it, and sharing some of the things I've learned as just, and the truth is I truly just want to bring some aspect of joy back to your life, because in our lives, don't you feel like you're just fighting through it sometimes, and you're just like, whew, I kind of made it this week, or wow, what the hell happened last month? I don't even know what the hell happened. Or you have a month that's just been dragging, and I want you to know that when I post a video, I want to share the truth of where I'm at, but also share like we're really overcomers and we'll make it through. As a matter of fact, I was editing a video yesterday because I edited 3, and I was filming, or I got a clip, and I was like, oh, I'm still in that funk. And I go, God, I've gotten so much work recently. Like I have for the last month I've had like 20 quilts to quilt, and I'll get rid of 7, and then another client comes and brings me 4, and another client brings me 3, and then it seems like I get done with 5, and then another client, and I'm thankful for that because it's maybe getting me out of that weird I feel energy depleted kind of space, and I'm trying to have fun again, but I just wanted to share, like, I want my content to be fun and funny and stupid and not so serious. And I hope you guys are okay with that. And I hope you like that. Because when I watch my people, I like watching that. I'm sharing what I like to watch. I want to give back to y'all. But I wanted to know, like, I am going to start sharing other content other than long arming. I did a wedding veil for a friend. I think I want to do another video on how to embroider a wedding veil. I also wanted to work on, I think I want, I've said it for years. There's times where I look at old footage, and you guys, I've said for years that I want to put a quilt in a show. In this January, I was going to kind of shut down my business so I could do that. And then I got extremely busy in February. So what I want to do is this month, February and March, I'm going to be marking a quilt and getting it ready so that when I get a lot of work done, I'm going to put one of my quilts on there, and I'm going to long arm it, and I'm going to do some beautiful custom quilting. And I want to hopefully have it ready for a show here in Texas. That's my hope. And if not, I'll have it ready for next year. But I want to get ready to put some stuff on a show. And so some of it is going to be long arm, like that custom quilting, but more detailed. And I'll probably do lives with that if you guys are interested. I also finally got my camera, the camcorder, ready to do lives so that I could post here more regularly. And but we'll see. I have a friend who I employed who is working with me now, so she's doing a lot of other kind of work for me. And what I'm hoping to is when I'm doing lives, she could help me film, and when you guys are making comments like you are now, she could read them to me so I can answer them. And I kind of want to do my lives a little bit more educational, to where, like, if you guys have questions, I can answer them while I'm doing a live or long arming. Like, if you want long arm questions, I'll do long arming. If I'm doing embroidery, you guys can ask me questions while I'm doing embroidery work. I know a lot of you are trying to start like a little business or something. I want to kind of help that way if you want my help. But we all have our own way of working. So you guys are really quiet. So how are y'all? How's your holidays? How have you been? How you doing? How you been? But I just wanted to address that when I saw that comment. And I am so thick-skinned. Nothing really bothers me. I'm pretty easygoing. But when I got that comment, I'm like, ooh, that's kind of rude. Ooh. And then I'm kind of snarky. You don't know. I'm kind of snarky. I feel like, wow, that lady acts like she doesn't go to the bathroom ever. Like, we all in our daily lives have to deal with our grossness. We have to clean ourselves. And like her making a comment about a puppy and saying it's gross and that my content's gross, I was just like, wow, she took it there. Wow. And I felt like I, for the first time on YouTube, I feel like I had to address something, because the truth is, I've had the sweetest subscribers, the sweetest comments, the kindest people. I've had people from Canada saying, hey, we haven't heard from you. I'm praying for you. I've had people, come on, you want to say hi? Say hi. She's jumping up here. I've had people say, you know what, you haven't posted in a month. What's going on? We're wondering if you're okay. Like, you guys have been a type of extended family to me. Um, you've been like cheerleaders in my life. You guys have been so sweet. And I think it's also, too, I'm ministering to a different age group. A lot of my followers are 35 to 60s and 70-year-olds. Hold on. She has something. I don't want her to chew. Hold on. What do you have in your mouth? No. Sorry. She had this in her mouth. And honestly, having this little puppy is like having a kid. I don't have babies anymore. I really don't, but she's like a little kid. So, let's see. Hold on. And I don't want to feel, you know why I want to address this? I don't want to feel like when I make comments, or, sorry, no, you sit there. I don't want to feel that when I make content that I have to monitor myself to, I'm not going to monitor myself. I'm not going to change my content because I'm afraid to offend somebody. I'm not going to only show, see, this is a problem with YouTube because, people get such negative comments, such negative feedback. All of a sudden, in that feedback, they start monitoring themselves so that they could kind of be accepted and have a different type of feedback. And the truth is, I like who I am. I like what I do. I love the life that I live. And I like my own content, whether some do or some don't. And I just want to have something that brings me joy. And when I got that comment, I kind of was like, well, because I've did 2 other videos. I'm like, well, and I have puppy content in that video, and I have my puppies messing around with me, and me having a hard time managing them. And all of a sudden, in that comment, I wanted to, you know what, you need to re-edit it. You need to remove that stuff so that I don't offend somebody. And that's kind of the weird kind of impact a comment can make somebody do to somebody. They can impact them to become somebody they aren't authentically who they are. And that's why I think like we all need to be careful on how like we criticize people. Or I was criticized a lot as a child, constantly criticized. I was criticized, me grabbing my hair right now and pulling my hair back. I was criticized for touching my hair. I was criticized for fiddling with my hair and pulling the barrette back. I was constantly criticized by what I wore, how I looked, how I walked, how I talked. I mean, and let me just say this. This was my family who did this to me. These were the most valuable people in my life that I valued what they said about me. And I was constantly, every single day, like something was said negatively about me. And I'm 52 years old now, and those things have impacted me in such a way that they have changed me. And they changed for example, I weighed 150 pounds. I was starving myself. I was pretty much going towards anorexia, and I was still called fat. And when I look at that sweet girl that I have a picture of, which is me, I'm like, nothing was wrong with me. Nothing. I had a beautiful physique. I was healthy. I was mobile. I was kind. Like, nothing was wrong with me. But because of that negativity, you get to a point where you can't, you're like in your head so much that I really do believe it caused such negative eating disorders in me that now, as a 52-year-old, I'm having to deal with binging issues, food problems. I look at food like, oh, I can't eat that. That makes me fat. Oh, I can't eat that. Like, hold on. Let me get the dogs out of here. No, stop it. Cut it out. And I just wanted to share, like, when people make comments, like when that, all of a sudden I wanted to modify my behavior. And I'm coming up here because I'm saying, I'm not going to modify my behavior. I am not going to modify my behavior for someone else because I don't think that me loving my puppies and enjoying my life is wrong. And I'm not hurting her. I don't know how she could be so offended. Like, you could just click off and move on. I mean, you go to the bathroom and you have to take a bowel movement, and that is severely disgusting, and you're not mad about it because you had to deal with it. And that's, you deal with stuff in your life that's disgusting. I had to wipe my kids' butts when they pooped. I saw my daughter today. Her little baby was vomiting, and she grabbed the vomit in her hand, and I was like, and I right away got a napkin and got a cup for her to put that scoop of vomit and pour it in the thing. And I was like, but I remember as a mother, I dealt with those kind of disgusting issues too. And she was so loving with her baby. The baby got sick. He vomited in her hands. And she's trying not to make a mess in my house. And like, dang, that is to me a powerful woman that can handle like vomit in her hands and not be vomiting herself, and then just, and not go crazy mad at her kid and yell at him and like be aggressive. And she just like, are you okay, baby? Like, with such love, with such generosity, saw a problem and was gracious in it anyway. And I guess I want you to know to, like, I have a daughter who works out and she's beautiful. Like, she's goals. She's goals. And I look at her and someone told her, you're perfect. And it's kind of crazy in our society. I see skinny women who have the most beautiful bodies, and I used to have one too, and I had the most beautiful face, and I was so mean to myself because I had people in my life that always criticized me. So then I became my own self-criticizer, critic, judger, condemner, self-hater. And to me, like, as I've gotten older, I know for example, I know I'm overweight, and I'm okay with it, in the sense of I like the person I am. I have kindness, I have long suffering, I'm very patient with people. I try not to go off on anger on anyone. When I was skinny and anorexic, I had outburst issues. I mistreated people. I had anger. I had just, like, I cussed like a psychopath at people. And I didn't like myself, but I sure did look fine. And I think, like, the lady who made that comment, the comment's not really about me. Because, like, it has to be about her. But on the other end, I'm not modifying myself for her. Like, the content creators at Eon Laser, they were telling, that one of them told me, you need to do this, you need to do that. And she saw how many followers I have on Instagram. And let me just say, I only have like 300. Like, who cares, right? 300 followers on Instagram. Because that's not the platform that I'm invested in. I'm invested on YouTube. I love YouTube. I grew up with YouTube. I used to watch Leah Day on YouTube when I was having my babies. I used to watch Melanie Ham, who's not here no more, on YouTube because I thought she was such a sweet, kind person. I used to watch other content creators on YouTube for like years. I watched them, and I never thought I could be a content creator because at one time I was 300 pounds and I was so overweight, and I saw myself so ugly that I couldn't see myself in front of the camera because I didn't even look at myself in front of the mirror. And I'm 52 years old and I weigh 70 pounds less than that. And so, hey, I'm goals for myself. Like, I'm a whole lot better than I was. I'm a healthier than I was. And I'm thankful that, like, that I lost a lot of the weight and I set myself free and shed some of that weight off. But in that too, in shedding some of that weight off, I want to shed that weight off my mind, the way I feel in my heart about myself. I want to love myself, and I want to love a lot of women out there that have felt the way I felt. And I mean, we are all in a place where we feel that we're not good enough. And there's a scripture in the Bible, it says we are fearfully, wonderfully made in the image of God. And I was telling the church last week, I said, if we just tap into seeing ourselves the way God sees us, He says, you're wonderful. You are wonderful, and you're wonderfully made, and you're fearfully made. Like, He invested time and energy in how He loved you and how He sees you. And if we just tap into that, some of the things that we tolerate, you will not tolerate. Some of the ways you believe in yourself, you would not believe in yourself that way. And some of the things that you allow people to put on you, you will not let yourself wear. And so, there's something in me like, I need to go on there and do a live because I'm not okay with someone mistreating me here and mistreating two sweet, innocent, rambunctious little puppies that are just being who they are. They're just being puppies. And I'm not going to turn a puppy into a human being when they're just a puppy. And the reason I'm enjoying them is because they are who they are. And so I want to share that with you. I want to, like, everybody looks at, oh, Lorena has they look at the long arm, and I want to share that God gave it to me and I paid for it and I earned it. But at the same time, like, I heard this guy, Robert Greene, he's on TikTok, and he said, I want you to look at everything you can do, everything. You can walk, you could talk, you could sing, you could drive. He says, and have gratitude of it. Have gratitude. Look around and have gratitude in what you can do. Because in one day, in one moment, you could lose it all. And that's so true to me. I have a brother. His name is Tony Antonio Dorantes. He ended up being hit by a motorcycle at 3 years old. I love him so much. He was hit by a motorcycle, thrown 15 feet, because I wasn't born yet, so this is what I heard from my mom as she was pregnant with me. He ended up in a coma till 3 days after I was born. And I was born in March 15th, March 17th, 18th, he came out of the coma. And this young man, who was only 3 or 4 years old, was paralyzed for the rest of his life. And so in an instant, he had feet, hands, thoughts, words, everything. And in an instant, he could never speak again, other than through grunting. He could never walk again. And so to me, that is so true. Right now, look around what you have and have gratitude for it. Just have gratitude for where you're at. And I have a long arm. I'm 52 years old. I probably am going to be able to long arm for maybe, hopefully, another 10 years. And then one day I may end up sick. One day I may end up having cancer. One day I may not be able to walk anymore. I don't know what tomorrow may bring. But today I can. And today I'm able to. And so today, like the way he said it, have gratitude. And I know you guys look at, oh, she has a laser or she has this. Don't look at what I have. because the truth is I could only mess with one thing a day. One of the things I found, like, God, I have the laser and I don't even play with the laser because I'm so busy long arming. And there was a time when I was so busy taking care of my kids, I barely turned on the long arm once a month. And so, but now I have time and God gave it to me. And I'm like, honestly, sometimes I'm annoyed by it. Like, oh, another quilt. The other day I quilted like 5 quilts, and like, if you ask me, the only way I know what I've long armed is because I videotape it. But if you ask me, what did you quilt today? I'm like, I think I quilted a quilt that was red and white. And then I think I quilted a quilt that was blue with some checkers on it. I think, like, I have to go so fast to accomplish the work that there's no slowing down to just enjoy it anymore for me. But I'm okay with it. But dang, it's a lot. But I want you to know, like, just whoever this person, I literally blocked the comment. I just closed the comment because I thought it would be rude for anybody else who made a comment would see that ugly comment. And like, I just thought it was offensive to even let other people see it. So I removed it. And at the same time, I feel like, you know what? There's a lot of people on YouTube now that they started doing videos because they saw me do it. There's some people who are doing content out here and they're more successful than me and they've done it for a shorter time than me. And let me be clear, some of them cheated and deceived some people to get further along than me. They are they're line cutters, and hey, that's them. But I'm glad that I hope they're doing it because they love it. Like, they're enjoying themselves. But in this YouTube world, it's so easy to do this, to want to be famous. Well, you don't know how many stupid people communicate with me saying that they want to do what I'm doing. If you want to do what I'm doing, just start doing it. Just start. Start posting. Well, I don't know what I'm doing. I didn't either. Just do it. Just post you. Just do videos that you love. Just do something that you love doing and just keep doing it. Well, I'm only getting 10 views. Then just do it. Who cares? You got 10 people to see you. Right now, on one of my videos, I only have people, like on the Laser Rig channel, sometimes I only have 100 people watching that short that I did or that video that I did. It doesn't matter. You know why? 100 people in one room is a whole hell of a lot of people. On this channel, I've gotten 3 million views. 3 million people have watched at one time one of my videos. That's 3 million people. It's extraordinary. And so it doesn't matter. Like, I guess what I'm trying to say is find gratitude in everything you do. And you know what? This has been it's been such a hard year for me for some reason. And I go upstairs and the dogs like mess with me. And I'm like, you know what, Lorena, you just need to be thankful that you can long arm today. You just need to be thankful that you do have your kids that are giving you a hard time. You need to be thankful that you have a husband that sometimes annoys you. Because he does, okay, to be honest. He acts like another child. But on the other end, like, there's some women out there that their husbands died. And thank you so much. Yeah, but I just wanted to share that there's a lot of people out there that they just want to be famous out here. And I don't want to be famous. You know what? I don't want to be famous at all. I want to be, I just, what I really want to do is just be happy with myself. And just, like, I look at some of my old videos where I'm dancing around and playing, and I love the freedom of just enjoying myself. But there was a time where I was looking at the numbers on YouTube. I was looking on the analytics on YouTube. I was looking at the fact that I was losing subscribers on YouTube. And all of that is like an ensnarement. And all of that is a discouragement. And then it became starting to feel like a major grind. Like it was a grind. And I don't have that anymore. As a matter of fact, when that girl from Eon Lasers was like, "How many followers do you have on Instagram?" And I said, and she looked me up on Instagram, and I had only 300 followers. Literally, the girl rolled her eyes at me like, "Ugh, you're nobody." Hell, to you, I'm nobody. To you, I'm nobody. But who cares what I am to you? Because to you, like, you're one of those fake ass people that when you see somebody who has 1 million followers, you're up their butt because you're trying to take advantage of their content, and you're not looking at the person who's in front of you that is a somebody. Like, we are all somebodies, and it's not based on how many followers, how many YouTube subscribers you have, or how much money you make, or what your career choices are, or like how like smart you are. I don't know. Whatever the external value exchange that people have, or how beautiful you are, or how skinny you are, or how you look. I think you're valuable. You're just valuable because you're existing, you're here, because you are important to God. You're valuable. And we talk about Resurrection Sunday. You're so important to Him. He gave us Jesus, and He died for us. And you're valuable. You're important. And I don't know, but that's why I decided that I don't need that in my life. I don't need to be micromanaged in my life. I don't need people who are wanting to smother me because they value the external things, like they value that I have a channel, they value that I'm a long armor, they value that they think I'm rich or famous or whatever. Like, it's just stupid. And it shows in how people behave. And like, those are the people you need to just like get their hands off of you. And that, a lot of us out here, um they value you temporarily, and then after a while, when they've taken your resources, your time, your energy, your youth, then you're discarded. There's a lot of people out here who they've given children to men, and the men, after a while, they don't see the value in the wife that they have, and they walk away from her when she here has given their children, family, her body, her time, her resources, her lack of, like, in my marriage, I didn't go to college till I was 50 almost, because I was giving everything to everybody. But I wanted to just, like, you're valuable. And don't, like, I said to myself, I need to come up here because I'm just going to let them know that I'm going to be the same today as I was yesterday. And I'm going to try to share the content with a lot of joy like I did in the beginning. And I'm not going to, um, I'm not going to sell out. As a matter of fact, I have emails where people want me to commercialize myself, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing, and I'm not saying it's wrong to do, where some people go up there and they commercialize their YouTube channel itself, the videos themselves. So you're already getting AdSense, and now you're commercializing a video where you're promoting some product or some item. And so I've had several companies harassing me. How much money do you want for you to put us on your video? How much money do you want? We'll give you whatever. Like, get out of my face. I don't want nothing, because no matter what you give me, there's a string attached to it. You're going to control how long I post the video. You're going to control what I put in the video. You're going to want me to like read a prompt and give all this information about what you want me to say for your product. Now I am a commercial. Like, no, I don't have time for that. But I didn't want to come up here for a long period of time. I know you're with your family, but I wanted to share be your biggest cheerleader, be your biggest advocate. Like, I have some situations that I've had to I've tolerated a lot of stuff with a lot of grace, and I've gotten to a point like, okay, I've had enough. I'm not doing this no more. It's not healthy for me, and I want you to just I don't know. I like what Robert Greene said. Have gratitude. And I want you to know that I have gratitude that I have this YouTube channel, and that I have gratitude for all the wonderful subscribers that have considered me to quilt your quilts, considered my counsel, considered watching my videos for as long or as short as they've been, who some of you have followed me into the laser channel. Some of you are finding me on TikTok. I just wanted to share that I'm thankful for that. But I'm not going to, how can I say? As a matter of fact, I'm more like a stubborn goat, where if you say something negative, I will purposely do it more. That's horrible. It's horrible, but I will purposely share puppy content more, because that makes me so happy. It makes me so happy. I don't know, I thought it was funny when the dogs were like, I don't know. I thought it was funny. I don't know about y'all. I thought it was hilarious. But I just want you to just, hold on. Let me get my puppies. Come here. My little old lady. Look, my Lily. You're okay. Look, she's blind. You want to see her? She's blind. You want to share? Look, she's blind, but she's so sweet. She's such a sweet girl. Nope. She's such a sweet girl. I just wanted to tell you that I love you, ultimately. And I hope you're okay with me being the stupid person that I am. And that you're okay with me just being real, because I don't want to. I think one time one of the content creators made a comment about me. Like, I don't think it's right that there's a YouTuber out there. And that was me. She was highlighting me. Didn't say my name, but I knew she was talking about me. That there's a YouTube out there, and this YouTube is sharing her clients' bad quilts. Well, first of all, my quilts sometimes are not very well made either. And I don't know about y'all. I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know quilts stretched. I didn't know quilts bowed. I didn't know. And so when I started working on long arm quilting quilts, look at her, she's so cute. That, do not bite me. I got in trouble because of you. Okay. When I started quilting quilts for clients, I didn't know this was a thing. Having quilts that were warped or misshapen or not put together well. I didn't know. I don't even think the people who gave me their quilts knew that their quilts were not made right. I didn't know that my quilts weren't made right sometimes. As a matter of fact, I took one to a long arm, and I didn't know how to do the mitered corner, and I did them so bad. And it looked like I had like long feathered wings on the corners of the... But I was new. I was trying. It was one of my first quilts, and who cares? It was my first quilt I ever made. I was a beginner quilter or piecer. I didn't know what I was doing, but I was trying. And honestly, the long armor said, hey, this is warped out, because it was where you go and rent the long arm for $30 an hour. And she ripped me off. And anyway, and she took advantage of my stupidity and my ignorance. And my quilts were like bowed out real bad. And I didn't know, but I was so proud of it. I was so proud of it. And so someone made a comment about me that I share that, but there's a lot of us out there working for people and wondering, am I putting the quilt wrong on the long arm? Did I do something wrong when I put it on there? Is it back wrong? You don't know, right? So I started sharing it for any of us who are out there quilting our own quilts or quilting quilts for someone else, that, hey, these are things you're going to have to confront and deal with. And honestly, my clients don't care. They don't care that, you know what? They think their quilts are famous. They think their quilts are famous. They think their quilts, they are happy to see their quilts on YouTube and have 1,000 people see their quilts that they made. And yes, I had to fix some things. Yes, I had to iron some things out, but they don't care, because to them, they're like, I'm just learning. And that's why there's a lot of people out there who do long arm quilting and they don't share. Nothing wrong. They they make a fake facade of who they think you want them to be, and so then they become clowns out there with fake lipstick, fake faces, and fake attitude. And then we're surprised when we find out that these people are like not okay. We find out that they're, because they never were wanting to see who they are, and show who you are. That this way no one can say nothing. There's this mean lady, I met her. She was a Christian pastor's wife, and and she said, someone said, I don't like going to church because there's a bunch of hypocrites. And she says, it's okay, I'm one too. Come and join the family. We're all one and the same. And I thought that was so funny. She was brash, she was loud, she was annoying, she was unapologetic, and I think she was the best human being I ever met, because what you saw is what you got. If you loved her, you loved her. If she annoyed you, she annoyed you. And there's just such a freedom about that. Be your authentic self, even if you're like a bit crazy out there, you know? We all need the real truth already. There's a lot of fake versions of us out there. But I want you to know that I'm letting you go. It's almost an hour. And I just wanted to like that comment, kind of like, wow. And then the crazy thing is that comment made me want to modify myself. And that's why I'm on here like, no, I'm just going to tell him this is how I'm just going to be I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, I want to validate you, and I want to validate myself by encouraging you to be your authentic self, and by talking to myself while I talk to you, and you guys are commenting here a little bit, that it's okay to be who you are. And it's okay. And it's okay to be overweight. I mean, it's not healthy, but if you're overweight right now and you're trying to work on it, it's okay to keep working on it. It's okay if you've had a bad day and to be upset and then kind of recover from it. It's okay to just be who you are and not beat yourself up for any little tiny mistake that you made. Because you're going to make... I told my daughter, she wrecked a car and she was so upset. And I said, well, the blessing is, for the first time in your life, you failed. And she looked at me and I said, and you've learned from failure. She goes, but I feel so bad for what I did or for what happened because the accident was her fault. She goes, I feel so bad for what happened. I said, you learn from it. You try not to do it again. And it's a part of failure is a part of who you learn to be better. It makes you better. Failure makes you better, but it doesn't make you who you are. You're not a failure if you failed. You just failed. And so I just wanted to come up here because I was like, in my heart, just wrestling. Like, oh, maybe it literally even was like, you know what? I don't need to do YouTube anymore. I don't need to be posting anymore. I don't make any money here. This is not where my income source is. Like, what am I doing it for? And like, there's this weird like turning in my heart. And I go, you're already not posting the way you used to. You're already like, and then I was like, you know what? No, no. No one's going to take, I've worked so hard for YouTube and I'm not going to give it up for something so stupid. But at the same time, I'm not going to tolerate it either because I think I have a sweet thing here. I think it's sweet. I think it's fun. I think. And if not, well, I'm going to be posting no one watching, I guess. But I want you to know that I love you and appreciate you. And I'll see you on the next one because I have a couple other videos coming. All right. I'll talk to you later, okay? Bye.